I'm going for New York.
That's one way to beat the heat.
Wow. I mean, that's 5 pounds on your head, though.
It's a direct application right there. Well, it is Women's Night at Citi Field. A lot of players will have special songs by, for, and about women.
Well, Paul Blackburn is not only trying to reverse his woes on the mound lately, but really the Mets starting pitching woes as he takes this start. His last start in Atlanta, 3 2/3, 3 runs. More importantly, the starting pitchers have walked a lot of hitters, especially Acuna in the last series.
Oh, he does. Ronald laces it, and it falls in front of Soto. So Paul Blackburn did not learn his lesson from the last time he faced Acuna in the first inning, and the Braves have a good start here. And he takes off for second base. Turin's throw down there is late. Acuna making things happen early. And he strokes this one out to right center. A long run back in the gap for Taylor on the warning track. He runs it down. Acuna tags and goes to third. Taylor was all the way over at left center. Had to sprint to the warning track in right center to get to that ball for the first out of the night.
So now an RBI opportunity for Marcell Ozuna. Runner at third, one down.
Mets will keep their middle infielders back and concede the run on a ground ball. 10 RBIs in his last 9 games, and he lines one back up the middle. Acuna froze because he thought Blackburn might catch it. Acuna, he's tagged down. McNeil with a heady play. Acuna froze because Blackburn looked like he might have a chance to catch the line drive. And then McNeil traps Acuna off third base for the second out. And Riley gets under one to center field. And Taylor drifting toward left center. Side retired. Thanks to McNeil's heady play, Braves don't score.
Well, we go to the last of the first inning. The Braves did not score in the top half against Paul Blackburn, so now the Mets will take another crack at Spencer Schwellenbach, the outstanding 25-year-old right-hander.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a fly ball to center. Michael Harris going back into his right. Michael with the room, circles off his round, makes the catch in front of the warning track, and one down. 2 balls and a strike, and the pitch on the way, and a ground ball up the first base line. Olsen gloves it right back to the bag, puts his right foot on the pillow, and 2 down here in the first inning. 3-2.
Come on, New York.
And he pops one up, little bottle rocket just back of the infield cutout. Riley, Allen, White, all there. This will be White's ball. Eli makes the catch, and down they go 1, 2, 3. We head to the top of the second inning. No score in New York.
It'll be 5, 6, and 7 in their batting order, beginning with Ozzie Albies.
Ooh, did that hit Ozzie? It did. Cutter coming in at 90, and Ozzie will take his base. Ozzie takes off and steals a bag. So Acuna steals one in the first, and now Ozzie in the second, and the Braves being aggressive early. He puts it in play, and he drops it in front of Soto. Ozzie had to wait. He gets to third, though, and the Braves have him in the corners here, nobody out.
So here's Michael Harris trying to climb out of a hole. He's batting .223.
And Harris hits the curveball into right field, and Soto comes on, slides, he made the catch! Tagging Albies, he'll come in to score. Beautiful play by Juan Soto. Looked like that ball was going to dunk in front of him, and he makes the sliding grab. It's a sacrifice fly for Harris to put the Braves up 1-0. He threw the fastball by White that time for a strikeout. And Alvin goes down swinging on the cutter, so back-to-back strikeouts against the 8 and 9 hitters.
Paul Blackburn going back to work, this time versus Ronald Acuna, who's 1 for 1 with a single.
Ronald gives this a ride to center field. How far is it going to go? Far enough to make it 2-0.
Fire in the hole for Ronald Acuna. It's his 9th homer of the year, and it's 2-0 Braves. What a shot. Out the deepest part of the ballpark, just to the left of that apple cave out there. And Ronald jubilantly rounds the sacks for the 9th time.
Oh, he did it twice. Listen, I'm in the Coors Light seats. I'm keeping his face off. Olsen liner, and it's over the glove of Alonso. Olsen is going to head for second. Stand-up double. And just like the Braves did against Blackburn in Atlanta, they're getting to him early here tonight. But he issues his second walk in a row here, so a little uncharacteristic for Blackburn. And now the Braves have him loaded.
So 1 out, Sean Murphy to the plate. Murphy singled back in the second inning.
Liner out to left. Nemo takes it. Olsen will come home. 3-0 Braves.
2-0 is ripped up the middle into center field, a base hit. Maybe shot that one back from whence it came. 98 in. Sent that out pretty sharply up the middle as the first Met base runner of the night.
That's line to center field, a base hit for Lindor. Beatty pulls in at second, so back-to-back 2-out hits. That one on the curveball by Lindor.
Now first and second, 2 outs.
Now is the time for Nimmo to get his hit against Schwellenbach.
And a 3-2. Huffed up, foul ground. Riley going back down the line into foul territory, and he's got it as he slides into the tarp. Outstanding play by Austin Riley to hang a 0 up on the board here in the bottom of the third. What a brilliant path that he took, and a great catch by Riley.
Carlos Mendoza said before the game, hoping to get some length out of Blackburn. This one is straightaway center field off the bat of Riley. Out to the 408 side and off the wall, and Taylor crashes into the wall. And Riley's going to get all the way to third with a stand-up triple. Taylor tried to contort his body around and make the catch, but it was not to be.
He was going to take an amazing play. This is a hanging sweeper. I didn't even know he had a sweeper. I didn't even have that on my list. He'll make it 7 different pitches that we've seen here tonight, and it almost was an incredible play.
That is off the outside corner. Murphy down to first there at the corners.
So it'll be 4 2/3 from Blackburn as Carlos makes the sign for Jose Butto, with the Braves up 3-0. Runners at the corners, 2 out, top 5.
And Jose Butto, coming off a really good outing against the Phillies on Friday, comes on. 1-2.
Tapper past the mound. McNeil to his right. He's at the throw across his body, and he gets to Speedy Harris at first base.
It'll be 9-1-2 for the Mets. Beatty, Lindor, and Nimmo. Beatty had the first hit.
He had Beatty lined up the middle. He's got his second hit of the night. Wow. So Beatty, who had been struggling since coming back from that groin injury that kept him out for a few days, is 2 for 2 in this game with a couple of bullets up the middle.
Grounder, Matt Olson right there. On to second. Wow. And they got both.
Olson to Allen. And that was just hugging the line down the chalk at first and barely stayed fair. And that time Olson gloved it, started up that 3-6 double play.
Such a beautiful play by Matt Olson. I think he's probably the best throwing first baseman in the league. That's a really tough throw right over Brett Beatty's shoulder.
Boy, he does not want the 3-run lead to give up a walk here, a free pass with Soto in the on-deck circle.
There's a walk to Nimmo. First walk of the night for Schwellenbach.
And the Mets have to feel like this is their best shot to get off the mat right here. Soto is 0 for 2.
Soto cracks one deep left center field. Back goes Harris. Takes a look, and it's out of here.
You go, Mets.
Soto gets the Mets right back into this game with a 2-run homer. Number 17 for Soto as his red-hot June continues, and the Mets pull within a run. It's 3-2.
Sean Murphy will be coming up with runners at the corners. Jose Castillo getting ready for Michael Harris, who is behind Murphy in the order. And remember, Albies has already stolen a base in this game.
Struck him out. Static lets out a roar after pitching himself out of a jam in the 7th.
Schwellenbach hoping for a very quick bottom of the 7th. 2-1 pitch. Line drive right to Ozzie. Makes a belt-high catch to his left side. And down they go, 1, 2, 3 in the 7th. 7 wonderful innings out of Schwellenbach. By the way, Spencer Schwellenbach, lots of handshakes and hugs in the Braves dugout. And at 89 pitches, we're led to believe that he'll be finished for the night.
Well, Spencer Schwellenbach is done after 7 innings, and the Mets will try and come from behind against the Braves bullpen.
Raisel Iglesias appeared 2 times in that 3-game series in Atlanta.
And Lindor cracks one toward the middle, a base hit. And the Mets get the tying run aboard with Nimmo coming up.
Lindor, the tying run at first. Nimmo 0 for 2 with a walk.
Pulled on the ground, base hit. Lindor to second. He takes the turn. He'll go on to third. And the Mets have the tying run at third with Soto coming up.
1 too many change-ups over the middle there, back to back.
So they left Iglesias in to face Nimmo, and Nimmo foils the strategy. And now Lee will come in to face Soto.
Well, this rivalry is real, and you can tell it when these two teams get together, and you can feel it right now.
So you've seen 6 straight sliders from Lee. Still trying to find the range.
Good hitters foul both pitchers pitch off to live another day.
Fouls it away. First fastball he's seen.
This is what the game's all about right here. These great confrontations.
Again, the 3-2. He struck him out! The strikeout of the season for Dylan Lee.
What a wonderful job by Dylan.
It's a nail-biter here tonight. You may not have any left after the ending of the 8th inning. Right now, all eyes on number 20, Pete Alonso.
You don't start at home with a 27-10 record without a lot of magic. Need some tonight.
Lee and Murphy agree on a side. The 1-2. He struck him out. Went to the changeup that time to get rid of Alonso. You want to talk about big strikeouts? Lee comes in with all that pressure, gets Soto. And then he strikes out Alonso. Now he gets a routine grounder for McNeil. And there are 2 outs here in the ninth, folks.
He's faced 3, retired 3. He needs 1 more.
Ozzie is right there. He's got it. The Braves win. And a big win it is to start the series in the Big Apple.
And the Braves win it 3-0.